So, one has to become, of course, he becomes the power of divine love, no doubt. He becomes the power of divine love, but he doesn't handle it. Left to this divine power, which it's working, which is also separated from, you'll be surprised. I am alone. Absolutely alone. Even this power is separated from me, but his power knows what is good for human beings, what is good for such. It works on its own. I don't interfere. It's a reflex action. Believe me, it's a reflex action. Maybe you might say, Mother, you have made it, all right, whatever it is. But I don't interfere with it. I don't have to tell anything. It just works, and it's working so well. I'll give an example. Once in England, long time back, they said, Mother, we want to have a very long summer. I said, why do you want to ask such things? No, Mother, we must have a long summer, very long summer, very. 3-4 times they said it, and it was a very long, horrible summer in London. And it's not like India where we have air conditioning, fans, something we have, at least hand fans. There was nothing there. So we didn't know. We had a little gallery, we used to sleep in that. So we went to the shop in England, and we asked in London city for a fan. So they said, all right, after 3 months, you order us. After 3 months, when it will be very cold, they will give us the fan. So said, we don't want any fans. So my daughter sent 2 fans by plane. And that's how we managed. You see, Indians, we feel very hot. Because we have had a lot of sun in our country. We feel much hotter than any one of you. The way you sit in the sun, we can't understand. In India, they used to say, an Englishman and a mad dog can only go in the sun. So, our situation is like that we cannot go in the sun because we have had too much. And this summer, she was so tremendous, that after that one thing good happened. That ochre color appeared on the leaves, and then gradually the red and all that of the autumn season was best at that time. And then one Sajogi dreamt that Mother asked me to drive in her backyard. So he told everybody that Mother has been asking me to drive in the backyard. So I telephoned to him. So I didn't know he had dreamt like that can you come along for a while? I want to go and see this autumn all over England. So he came and we were driving miles together. And then they told me, Mother, it was so, he told us that was my backyard. Can you imagine that she was driving for miles together, beautiful, just like Canada. The whole England was filled with the beauty of autumn. So even if there's something like that happens, it is compensated. It is compensated. And so beautiful it was. All the people were out in the autumn to see the beautiful colors of the nature of different greenery, yellow, ochre, all kinds of colors were there. Surprisingly, in that country you never see all that. And because of the sun shining so bright, it was compensated. It was compensated by this Param Chaitanya. So the Param Chaitanya is looking after this. All these things are managed by Param Chaitanya. I am doing nothing. I am a Nishkriya. I am just sitting down and watching. To me nothing matters. You see, it's working out slowly and steadily. If you tell me something, supposing they said, Mother, we prayed to you and it happened. All right, maybe these people must have heard around me, not me. You see, and they must have done the job. And for that, then, I am not responsible. In no way. Like one lady in Mexico had a son, was very sick and was about to die. She wrote a letter to me, 3 letters she wrote, that my son is going to die, he's a young fellow studying in Harvard. I didn't do anything, I never wrote to her. 4th letter came that is completely cured. Now I didn't do that because I was just sitting in one place. And how is it? It has worked out. So everything, you see, you think I do is not done by me, is done by this Param Chaitanya. because I am also separated from you, completely, absolutely separated. So they say you pray now. You can pray. If you pray to these deities that are around, you pray to all these ganas and all that, not to me. Because I have nothing to do with it. You see, they don't tell me that I have to do this or I have to do that. So why should I tell them do this or do that? It is like that. And in that state only we can say you are in a sahaja state, where you don't desire anything, you don't want anything. I do everything, all kinds of things I am doing. Like the sun is doing, I am also doing, in the sense that I am looking after things, flowers, this, that. I am also receiving presents from you, I am receiving this from you. And then, see, I don't receive anything. I don't have anything. I have no interest in it. But you want to give for your joy, alright, have it. You want to put flowers, alright, you can have flowers. Even if these flowers are not, makes no difference to me as a person, I am saying. But as your mother, I love you. All of you I love you. But I don't do anything as such to love you. And everybody says, Mother, you love us so much. When? When did I love you? I never even kissed you. But you always say, I love you very much. So what is this? Who is working it out? This is something which is not me, beyond me. This is the state in which once we rise, we will call it a sahaja sthiti. In the sahaja sthiti, you think you are doing nothing. Everything is working out. But at this stage, if I tell you, oh, we are not doing anything. Why should we spread Sahaja Yoga? It's not our job. Just now. That's not your sthiti. That's why. So, you have to rise up to that state. That's only possible when you are in the knowledge state, where you have self-knowledge, the knowledge of the whole world. But if you go beyond knowledge, then you must have seen many a times I just say something. I just say something and it is there. I never feel vibrations of anyone or anything. I don't feel my kundalini either, nor any chakras, nothing. But I know automatically like a computer. But that computer also I am not. Just this trouble. It's difficult to explain to you what is this sthiti is, because you have to achieve it. Once you achieve it, then you are in a very subtle state. And that subtle state is nothing but bliss. But that bliss also you cannot enjoy. I don't know how to enjoy everything. Supposing now you say Jai Mataji. I forget even you are calling me. I also say Jai Mataji, finished. See, it is such a simple thing one has to understand, that the state in which one has to rise is a state where without doing anything, everything works out. If that is your state, all right, but it's not so. So you have to rise up to that state by doing. First you have to do it. First you have to know, and then knowledge has no need. Don't have to know. But first that has to be worked out and brought to that level. Now Diwali has this significance that on Diwali day what we do, we put lights all over. So that we put Sahaja Yoga everywhere. But does the light know about itself? Does the candle knows about itself? She enlightens everything, but she doesn't know. Like the moon which is giving moonlight, does it know itself? Does he enjoy? Nothing. In the same way it happens that on a Diwali day, what you are doing is enlightening people, you are enlightening them, you are doing all this for them. It's a good idea. You must do it. But also know that you have to become the lamp yourself which doesn't know yourself. So there are two messages. The first one is that we have to enlighten the world. We have to enlighten others. This is the first one. Then we have to become